Audi dealer today and get behind the wheel of the Audi model you have always wanted. And we're going to start it off with Jake Allen, who's going to be at the left side of the ice for the New Jersey Devils.
Engaged.
Perreault, one of the big-time prospects for the Rangers. Parssinen drives it back into the corner for Perreault. Centering pass goes back up top. Palat with a shot, save, rebound. Kicks just wide as that went off the stick of Naba. Centering pass and they score as Perreault, parked right out in front, gives the Rangers a quick 1-0 lead.
And it's on the tape of Perreault right in the slot. Here's the initial opportunity. I think that might have went wide or Allen got a little piece of it, but you see Casey Fitzgerald with a nice little move to the outside. He pinches from the right point and he feathers a pass. A lot of their top guys that will be on the power play during the season on, but I like the first.
Laguerre with a shot, a save by Quick, and a shot from the far circle. All the way on Quick, and he makes the save. Marvin gets it back up top.
I like some of those first.
Score from the far boards! A heave by Halloran gets it back behind the net, beats Quick on the power play, and we're tied at 1.
All of a sudden, time now for our $1 million replay brought to you by the New Jersey Lottery. Remember, anything can happen in Jersey, and it's good work by Angus Crookshank to poke that puck away to keep it alive as the Rangers attempted to clear, and then the puck swung over to.
Well, you know, he's pushing for a spot. He's going to feel that, you know, with each season goes by, he wants to really leave an impression.
Hricek with a shot, shoulder save by Quick.
Devils tied it shortly a short time ago and almost take the lead in and around the puck. He's got some sweet mitts and just couldn't capitalize there.
Palat Downing with a shot, check save, and the rebound, scramble for possession in front, and finally the whistle. Bouncing puck, Sheary grabs it between the circles, finds Vakanainen, back down low, Perreault centering pass, and a good save by Allen as it goes back behind the net, as Sheary had him dead to rights. Allen makes the save. Under 30 seconds to go in the period. Perreault heaves a shot that goes back behind the cage. Sheary comes back out with it. Back up top, Borgen with a blast, and it goes wide. A little flurry here with 10 seconds to go. Parssinen up the near boards, but it's grabbed by Laguerre. Can't get it out of the zone. Parssinen in between the circles. Sheary, shot, saved by Allen. Cut up by Borgen. Tried to drop it off to Rempe, but the Devils able to slap it back out to the blue line, and it trickles back out center. Rempe drives towards the net, gets it on his backhand, but it slides back away, and when it gets on net, steered aside, but then the rebound, they score. And the Rangers, just persistence in front of the net, were able to get in front, get a puck on the net.
With a quick few steps here, gets in behind, can't quite get that shot off. He kind of fanned on it, but he had a step on White, and then Rubrek, nobody picks him up.
Another shot goes off the side of the net and then down.
Well, you mentioned it earlier, Don. And
Quick loses the puck, but couldn't get a shot with Cotter.
Paul Cotter looks like he's going to have an opportunity to tie this game up and have half the net to shoot at, but a couple of players are anyway, and you got to have guys that can step right in. That's what depth is, guys that are in the farm team that can get the job done when needed.
Well, especially this season, we got the All-Star break and the Olympic break. It's a condensed schedule.
Here comes Connor Sheary, all alone, breakaway scores, top shelf. And the Rangers take a 3-1 lead.
Sheary makes no mistake right here where Devils can't gain control of that puck. And it's bouncing around, bobbling. Cody Glass couldn't get a handle on it. And they're able to poke that puck up to Sheary. He's in all alone, and look at that, in stride, short. You know, he certainly wants to impress here in his Rangers debut, and awkward maybe playing against his former team here, Bryce, with so many familiar faces.
Morrow drives between the circles, flicks a shot and scores. And now it's 4-1 Blue Shirts.
Daniel, you talked about it. The Rangers in the second period have been just more aggressive, forcing turnovers, and then capitalizing on those chances.
Coming over from Carolina, you see the Rangers getting to the puck just a little bit quicker, that loose puck. Now this one hits somebody in front. I think the Devils D-man. Yeah, I think it hit him right in the backside there.
And now here come the Rangers. Othmann on his horse, brings it into the zone, stops at the near boards, settles it down, centering pass knocked off by Cotter, and the Rangers have to go back as the Devils have numbers. Grzelcyk near circle, drops it back off for Cotter, backhand, score! Devils trying to climb back in, it's 4-2.
Set up Cotter initially prior to this rush. Cotter couldn't quite find the handle, but they get skating and nifty little pass threads the needle of Paul Cotter. Nice finish in front as Cotter corrals a rolling puck in the backhand's able to.
That Quick was able to get a stick on, so all in all, that's a great shift there for that line.
And a good forecheck right after the goal. Rangers able to break it and bring it into the Devils zone. As we approach 3 minutes to go in the second period, Vakanainen heaves a shot, knocked down in front, rebound, score! Right on top of it is Brodzinski, and now it's back to a 3-goal lead again. It's 5-2.
As they say, gets right to the rebound right there, comes from behind the net. And a real good quick release. There's the shot. It's blocked in front, and a fortuitous bounce right to Bird. Look for one more chance here on the power play.
Shank wipes out, a couple of bodies fall. Cholowski keeps alive with a one-time shot by Halloran, looking for his second goal. And it's a save by Duran, and he holds on.
Yeah, he made a good save there, moved left to right. He feeds Halloran, who has one of the Devils' goals, pretty well from this same spot. Help you make the team. It's all camp.
Bordeleau couldn't keep it in, so now we've got another clean breakaway, and bleed is stopped by the glove of Dawes.
Body contact and finishing your checks, that always gets you noticed. There's lead off to the races, good speed, goes to the backhand, nice save there, and good read right to left by Nico Dawes as you watch right here. Dawes does a good job and gets a glove hand. Lee can't quite get it up.
They want to show Mike Sullivan, hey, I'm an individual player, we've got a lead. I'm going to make the right plays to protect, and I'm going to get the puck in deep. I'm going to chip it out. So
it's stick to side, goes to the near boards, but held in by Glass. Glass to the dot, drops it back off to Grzelcyk. Straight ahead, Cholowski back out to the far boards. Gets it back down low to Glass. He tries to stuff it in the near side, and a save to the blue line. Cholowski creeps up between the circles, sends it out to the far boards, and it's knocked off a skate, goes back to Grzelcyk straight away. Cholowski, Grzelcyk scores! Grzelcyk scores here late in the third period on the power play, on the 5-on-3. So it makes it 5-3, and of course the Devils still have the major for the rest of regulation.
oh, that's the shot, Dano.
And finally he finds the back of the net, Arseni Grzelcyk. And Don, you mentioned it a few times, the release, and we've heard about it, but he shows it there, goes top shelf, right over the glove. He wires that one. And that's a good sign, and certainly has to make.
Halloran back out to Cholowski. Grzelcyk in his house near circle. Centering pass goes out to Cotter. Rebound deflected wide by Glass. 3 seconds to go, cleared down, and the Rangers hold on. And the Devils will take the 5-3 loss in the opener here in the preseason.